What do you do just even mentally as a young person or even then growing into adulthood that is watching an addict or someone close to them and they're just not changing and they keep feeling rejected and abandoned by that person
Yeah.
because the addiction keeps going on? How would you, even if someone was sitting in your office, help counsel that person just in how they're thinking and processing that rejection because of the addiction?
The one thing I would tell an individual whose parent or loved one is struggling with addiction is you're not ultimately responsible for their addiction. So if you're a middle schooler who later on becomes an adult and you're really struggling with the burden of your mom or your dad's addiction, know that compassion doesn't mean you have to take responsibility for their addiction. And so I like to think of it as two circles, one circle inside of a circle. You can imagine that middle circle is your personal responsibility, and the outer circle are things that must be entrusted to the Lord. And your mom, in her addiction, that belongs in the outside circle. That's something that you can't control. Now, what is within your control is you can love her, you can pray for her, you can point her to good resources, you can be an encouragement, you can really be the light that Christ has called you to be. But you don't have to be responsible for her choices or for her addiction. And I know that's probably easier said than done. A lot of times addiction can feel very much like your responsibility. And that's where, if you are struggling with some of that over responsibility, talk to a trusted friend. Talk to a trusted adult in your life. Pour out your heart to them and let them know some of the struggles that you might be facing as it relates to that sense of being responsible for your parents' addiction.
Yeah.